Hello everyone and welcome to the course preview video for PopStroke Orlando, and this is just for the red course. Let's go down to Brock Gillespie.
Hey guys, Brock Gillespie here with the National Putting Tour and PopStroke. Gonna do a little course overview. We're here in Orlando, Florida. This is the red course. It's a little shorter than the Sarasota course, maybe a little bit easier. And here's sort of a hole-by-hole preview of what we're gonna be expecting for the huge tournament. January 23rd and 24th, the PopStroke Orlando Championship is coming. It's gonna be one hell of an event. Check out some of the holes right here.
All right, here's hole number one. It's a big sweeping left to right breaker. If you go just directly at the hole without bouncing it off the walls, you have to obtain perfect speed. So I think a lot of the players will be going long here and bouncing it off the back wall. A really fun hole to start things off. Now let's go to hole number two, a short hole. This is one of the birdie holes on the course. Pretty big left to right break. If you hit the right line, it will go in. I think a lot of the players will be making birdie here. Here's hole three. This is one of the tougher holes on the course. You can go left over that big hump and it kind of goes back over to the right and then hits that second hump and goes back to the left. I think some players will be going out to the right. There's a myriad of different lines out to the right that you can take. Kind of difficult to get it close to this hole. I think a lot of players will be making bogeys and pars on this hole. I think there'll be very few aces. Hole number four, it's a little tough to see in the video here, but this is an uphill hole with a little bit of a right to left break. You got these two humps on either side. In case you hit a really bad putt, it'll redirect it on a better line. And I think a lot of the players will be going a little bit long here just to see if they can get an extra chance to have an ace. Hole number five looks almost exactly the same as hole four as far as the uphill goes. It does break a little bit left to right, so there's a little bit of a different break on this one than hole four. I think a lot of players will also be running this one long, see if they can make it on the first go, and then as it rolls back off the hill back towards the hole, see if they get another chance to make an ace. Here's hole six. It's kind of hard to tell here, but this is a downhill putt. Most players will play it out to the left, either really slow to just die it at the hole, or maybe with a little pace to bounce it off the back wall. Here's hole seven. This is one of the tougher holes on the course. You got that little hump right there, and that really throws the ball out of whack. I was just aiming at the hole here, maybe a little bit right of the hole, and just kind of hoping for the best. Also, if you get it going left, it doesn't bounce back. It stays over in the rough over there, so this is a very tough hole. The next hole is a little bit of a downhiller, right to left. I think a lot of people are going to be making this putt. Breaks about 2 feet, but it really holds its line well, and I think it's one of the easier holes on the course. Let's go to hole nine. Hole nine, medium level difficulty hole, about 1.5 to 2 feet of break right to left. I think a lot of players will also try to go long on this one and get it off the comebacker. It's a little hard to get it to go to the hole if you don't go long. Here's hole 10. This is one of the easier holes on the course. Pretty straightforward. I saw some guys going way right on this one, and I don't know why they were doing that. This is about a 3-inch left to right break up the hill, and I think a lot of players are going to be making this one. Hole number 11. This, I think, is the toughest hole on the course. You got that little hump on the left which keeps you from getting it close to the hole. When you throw it out to the right, it can get stuck way too far right, and you got that step over there, and you got some rough area that you can roll it in. Some of the advanced players might be going left through the sand trap. There is an ace line over there, but it's really tough. Hole 12, not as tough as it looks here. You go right through that area in the left of that little hump there, and then it swings out to the right, and then it swings back to the left. I found this to be kind of an easy hole. I made it a number of times. Once you get the line down on this one, you have a really good chance of a make. Here's hole 13. This is a really fun hole. A myriad of different lines here. If you take more of an aggressive attack, It's a little harder to make. If you throw it out to the right, maybe it's a little bit easier to make, but it's maybe hard to get the right pace. Hole 14, this is a pretty straightforward putt. About 3 feet left to right, down the hill here. I thought this was one of the easier holes on the course. Hole 15, pretty standard 3-foot right to left break putt. I think a lot of players will have no problems with this one. If you do go long, it does have a good chance of rolling back towards the hole as well. Sand trap not really in play on this one. Here's hole 16. This is a very challenging hole. That little hump right there by the hole really makes it difficult to get it on the right line. I see a lot of players either going right and being in trouble over there or going left and getting stuck in the rough. This is by far the toughest hole on the course. This is hole 17. This is going to be a nightmare for people. You have to start it off left, and if you hit it too soft, it goes right into the sand trap. If you hit it too hard, it runs long. There is a backstop here, but sometimes the ball gets stuck up there or it rolls off into the sand traps, and those sand traps right there are nasty. Beware of hole 17. Hole 18 is one little tiny notch below 17 as far as difficulty goes. This is another tough hole. If you get the right line going, this hole isn't so tough, but if you're just a fraction offline, you can be over in the rough on the left, you could be in the sand traps on the right. As the ball rolls back off the hill, it can easily roll in the trap as well. So that's it for the red course. Look forward to seeing you guys January 23rd and 24th at the PopStroke Orlando Championship.